Hello. Um,
Hello.
how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm fine. I
Are
know
we the only ones here right
for now.
now?
That
I'm
just
excited. I had to be on time.
that just gives you an opportunity to ask me all the questions that you need. I'm trying to open up the time so people can ask me questions. I'm not as readily available. You know, people, I get so many texts and emails, and it's like, you know what? I need to open up time for people to ask me questions, especially if they're not familiar with what I do or they just want more information. So,
Right, yeah.
are you being very safe during this time?
Oh, absolutely. I'm high risk, so
Oh,
make sure I stay out of the stores. I've been in since March.
whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I go out for rides and things like that, but I don't play those games.
You don't. I like your hair. Your hair is nice.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you
So
so
you
much.
can shoot me with the questions, whatever you want to know, and I can show you as well if you need to see, okay, wait, what is going on? Let me
Yeah,
see.
I am definitely a visual person.
Yes.
I guess my first question is, because I've seen a lot of your videos, I've only found your channel recently,
Mm-hmm.
but I think you're a really good teacher. You really go into detail, and that's definitely what I need. So I wanted to find out first, how long is the course?
Okay, so I teach courses 3 ways. Hands-on, which is in my studio, like I'm putting a couple of sewing machines together now. So I teach hands-on for those who are not very, they learn online, but they're like, no, I need my hands in it. So I do that. And all my courses are online, they're recorded, and they're done live.
Okay.
So I have 2 types. I have pre-recorded so that I can get right to the nitty-gritty of a particular point. And then I also do them live because I can see what you're doing. You can see what I'm doing. I can correct or, adjust or make a particular way of what you're doing something even better, because your way of doing something might just work for you. So we're just going to expand on that skill, that talent that you have. So it's not what I want to say. It's not like the traditional schools. I don't teach that. I come from that. So I've been teaching college level education. I've taught from age 6 to, I think my oldest student was 78.
Wow.
So I've taught all age ranges. So I teach at the College of Creative, I can't even talk. Creative student, CCS, College of Creative Studies here in Detroit, Michigan. So I've taught for years. But it's not the traditional way where you take certain classes and then you're done. It's really set out to be a community space for you. So you're learning, things progress, new developments, new things. And it's kind of like you're with me for as long as you can tolerate me. Yeah.
Well, that's good, because that means you're always available when I have a question. Now, the hands-on classes, how does that work? For me, I live in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So do you set up classes in different places, or is that something that just wouldn't be available for me?
Well, I used to travel. Well, I started to travel to teach the classes right before COVID hit, and then I had to cancel that. So it's a lot easier to do them in my home. My basement is set up to teach anyway. So I do them every last Saturday and Sunday of the month. And they may switch off from just learning how to make wigs. The most common ones are the frontals. So we learn how to use the 3 different types of caps that you can use. There's the dome cap. There's the ventilated cap that looks like plastic on the inside. And people are like, oh, I didn't know about those. And then there's the regular weaving caps. So you learn how to do that from a sewing machine, like your basic home fashion sewing machine. Or now for September, I'll be doing courses in ventilation for making cranial prosthetics.
Okay, and that's the part I think I'm interested in. The cranial prosthetics.
Yeah, I do live courses every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's really the available time for most of those that are in the hair industry. They don't work on Sundays and they don't work on Mondays, you know. So I teach classes at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. Today's course is ventilating again. So knowing, understanding how to use the different tools and how to roll is what we're going to be focusing on. But since March, that has been the transition, is going into making medical wigs or cranial prosthetics. Because I also have 2 other instructors. One, she is a hair loss practitioner, so she teaches that aspect of it. Another one who is also my business partner, she teaches the business, so that helps us as Black people actually set up our business properly. And she teaches you how to, you know, manage it, go through all of the other aspects of it, because she has an MBA. And then I'm the person that teaches you how to make the units, but I'm also a marketer.
Okay.
How to market.
So you get the complete range of what you need.
Yeah, which is what you don't get in traditional schools. They teach you theories and stuff. And I know, because I've taught it and I've also been in that, you know, for, you know, getting my undergrad and my master's, but it's not the same. They don't give you everything that you need. They teach you how to do it, but they don't teach you how to get started. They just don't. So they don't teach business. They don't teach money. And they definitely don't teach you how to market. Because you can have a great idea or be really good at what you do, but if you don't know how to market it and get people to trust you, it's kind of like a waste of time. So it's a big community. We have 2 groups. There's the GroupMe app that I use. So that's all in the student portal, and I can show you what it looks like online. Christy, if you're there, you can unmute yourself if you like, if you got any questions. I'm going to share my screen really quick so you guys can see. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. This is, so you guys can see what the online courses look like. Everything is recorded and placed within that portal. So if you're not able to make all of the lives, that's totally fine.
Oh, good. That was my next question. Okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine, because they're here, they're categorized. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. This is the online platform. So this is the home page. It takes you through steps. I'm very like task driven. So you gotta follow the steps so you would get a complete understanding of how I teach. So the video, one of the things that we're very not savvy on is technology. So obviously God has put us in a position where we ain't got no choice but to sit at home and figure this out. So there's people out there that have that talent, are putting themselves out there and helping people to understand how to learn from online. So that's what this video is to help you navigate through the system. Joining the community, there's a Facebook community and there's a GroupMe community. Both of those are student communities. If you're not a student, you can't get into those. We share a lot of information. We also share other things too, outside of wig making, because just those that have come to me, they have other talents and they know how to do certain things, and they share, and we work together on it. That's what I was looking for to say. But that's the community. So that's where I share the links for the lives. That's where I share any research. Also, Tawana J, she does the exact same thing. Regina, who is our business instructor, she gives us all of the grants and loans that we can actually apply for now to start a business or to reconstruct.
Wow.
Yes, so she does all of the research on that. All of those videos are already on this platform. They're already done. When March hit, that's what we focused on. Is okay, now we got to learn how to use online to build a business. And so we focused it with the hair industry and wig making. Important information, I just make it very clear, you know, you can comment. I need to know what you want, not just what I think you need. So questions. You do have access to me. I do provide my number for you to be able to contact me. I also have international students too, so they WhatsApp me the most. And then you are able to control your self-billing and all of that, depending on what you choose as far as your plan. There's 3 plans, but there's 2. There's either you pay for the year or you do a monthly payment or monthly installments. That's totally up to you. But yeah, we have wig making tools and materials. When you click on this, everything that me and you guys, and I say you because you're part of the community, students, if there's tools and things that we need and we're trying to find them at a good price, I provide the links and it updates.
Oh, great, great.
So sewing machine, mannequin heads, all of that. They're the links directly to go and purchase them. So just want you guys to know that too. We do have hair vendors. So hair vendors list, when you click on that, that leads right to a page. And all of the vendors that I start to accumulate, they give me their wholesale list specifically for my students. And they give you the price list and everything is there. So this is a good one. And it's good quality hair. And here's the good thing, Black owned.
Beautiful.
Black owned.
Do you get a lot of Canadian students?
Yes, I do. I have 3 that are supposed to be coming here in September. So yeah.
What about your online?
Online, yes, because that comes with it. Some choose to just come for just the course because they just want the hands-on. They may not necessarily be interested in the online, but if they are interested in the online, they just pay a different, you know, a different price for the course and the online. So they get both.
Oh, okay, so you can pay the whole like upfront online.
Yeah,
as
you can pay the whole upfront online, and you get the online courses immediately, and then you I make sure you know everything you need for the hands-on course, because when you're sitting here with me, I'm really taking you through the steps.
Okay, so but it's just the same thing except for it's not hands-on, but it's the same
online.
Yeah,
it's kind of hands-on in a different way because I do live courses. And I prepare you to set up a certain way, and I keep doing the same live until I got as many students as I can think of are actually showing me what they're doing. So what I mean by that, I say you would need like a tripod, you'd need your cell phone or a mobile device, and to be able to put it, you know, right on what you're working with, because today I will be doing ventilation. So I need to see, so I know exactly how your hand is moving. I know how to communicate through this type of platform. So that's why I do live courses, because it's the closest I can get to hands-on during the time that we're in right now.
Okay, so you can still get certified that way.
Exactly, still can get certified that way. Yep, I do provide certification. September, that opens back up. I had about 12 students that I had to get them out of the way, make sure that they got all of their paperwork and stuff together. But other than that, it'll be back up in September, and it'll be just as easy, if not easier, to get the certification. Is it a requirement? It all depends upon what you're trying to do with your business, because some states, it's not a requirement. Here where I'm at, I'm in Detroit, Michigan, it's not a requirement. It's not even a part of the cosmetology schools. They don't teach wig making. In Texas, they have that. I don't know, in Canada, I don't believe. Christy, is that? I don't believe.
It's actually hard to find a lot of things here.
That makes sense. Why?
For sure. Yeah. Even, I mean, for wig makers to look up where to buy supplies, it's hard to find a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah, we provide all of that. And it's not just coming from me, it's coming from we. Because it's all of us. Because everyone is in different states. I have a lot of students in Belgium, Jamaica, UK, where else? South Africa, definitely. Yeah,
and
so
the program will help set up, like for me, it's a personal journey as well, because I have like high anxiety and stuff, so I can set up an online community and out of my home and everything. So, and to be able to put forth and help people as well. So
that's exactly what I teach. Not just kind of make the product, because you want to have good product.
Yes,
hair loss is a part of the sector. Hair loss is coming back. Hair loss is an epidemic. Is that what I want to say?
It is, yeah.
It is.
Well, I had a hair catastrophe myself, and that's why it was a damn disaster. I'd go on video, but I'm honestly rocking my best homeless look right now. So I'm just not doing it, you know. Not today. And there's a lot of like, I know a lot of the research I was doing and looking towards hair and different things too, and that there was a lot of weaves and everything catering like a lot to like the Black community, And like, I'm Caucasian, but I want to do, it's something I'd want to do for all races, you know, like for everybody.
Yeah, because I have a few students that's what they market to, is the Caucasian. We know where to get hair from that too. We even though
and that's, it's for like everybody.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got everything. If you see off onto the left, these are all of the courses. So there's WIGMAKING 101. It's categorized in steps, so it's easier for you to learn. I'm not forcing you to go in a particular order, but I'm suggesting that you do, so you can see what's going on. But the wig making tools, these are everything you need to know about all of the tools concerning making wigs.
Okay. Does it talk about, you know, like, because the different hair and different races, it all has different textures too, like the easiest way to work with them?
We have that, and I know there's a few live courses that we did in July, hair extensions education, where we get our hair from, the differences. Regina also does that. Some of our vendors, they teach us that as well, on the hair and where you can get it from. Right now, Vietnam, India, and we're looking at Russia.
Yeah.
For Slavic, and there's this other European hair that we're doing some testing on. So me and Regina are business partners, so we do a lot of testing and kind of looking through some things first before we start telling our community of students, okay, this is some good hair, you know, you might want to look into color and all of that. Wig cosmetology, because it is very different cutting and styling wigs as opposed to someone's hair.
Yeah, I know there was like one place I just ordered from out of China, and it wasn't a big order, but then it cost me an extra almost $200 just in duty and taxes, right? Just to get it across the border.
Across the border, yeah.
So yeah, it costs quite a bit just in that as well.
This community is getting ready to create a hair cutting culture. So if you don't know a lot about hair, if you know about hair and the history of where it comes from, right now, most of us just know China, but they're not the only ones.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean, looking at other options as well, and where it comes from,
and creating our own hair cutting culture. We're looking at the areas where that is a culture or something that could help them, because you know, they don't pay a lot. But we could do that if there's a community that's set out specifically for that. So it's helping another community other than just wig makers.
Well, and how they got the hair, and that was a really big part to me to research, right?
Oh yeah, we just did a hair education course, and we showed you that there's this ball of hair that they pull from the salons and barber shops. They just sweep it up and put it in a big ball, and they buy that hair. And they shift it, they go through all of this processing to get it wefted. And most people didn't even know that. I put it on
I know I didn't.
I put it on the Instagram, like, people don't know that. They're thinking that China is a hair cutting culture, and they're not. India is a hair cutting culture. That's their religion, that's their livelihood. That's what they do. And then the ages does matter too, because you can get hair from an older donor, and the way that hair actually works is different than someone that you get hair from a younger person. It's easier to color, to lift. It's way easier to lift. So we go through those things. Yeah, we're getting back into the depths of where things are coming from, instead of just saying, hey, we're just going to teach you how to make a wig. You could just buy hair from China or from wherever and then just put the wig together. Well, no, we need to know history and, you know, where's it coming from? What's the right questions to ask if we want to work with a vendor and be our own vendor? We have all of that within the community, and everything is there for you. The cosmetology, specialty wig making, it's not just wigs. We make wig caps, because when you're talking about hair loss and hair thinning, they are two different things. They're not necessarily the same, so they may require two different types of cranial prosthetics or hair replacement systems, toppers versus toupees.
And what about chemotherapy patients, like when they lose their hair like that?
I have quite a few students that is their business. That's what they do.
Okay. And is that when, like, in those situations, do they have insurance companies that help pay for that
We
for
have
them? Or?
Heather Long of Midwest Bills, and she handles all of the medical insurance and billing for my students, as well
Yeah,
as
because
my businesses.
that's what I wondered, like over in like, well, for Canada, I'd have to look into those kind of things, right? To see if those are
She'll
options.
help you figure that out, because it is different, because we do have students that are not in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So she tells them exactly what they need to do some research on, so that she can
Okay.
find the information and help them with that. Because
Okay.
sometimes they don't have the time to, you know, bill and invoice, or they don't even know how to do it according to where they are.
It's
She
where to
knows
find that info.
that's under Hair Loss 101. So the basics of hair loss is there. So Tawana J teaches our courses on consultations and learning the differences between it. I teach on how to make cranial prosthetics, which is the correct term you should be using when you're dealing with any medical billing whatsoever with clients. She makes sure you get your MPI number, your DUNS number or DUNS number. She makes sure you get everything that you need. She communicates with the insurance company and with your client, so you can have the time to deal with the other clients that you have. And she does that for you. And then medical billing, this is where she is. And she explains how she does it, what's her process. And you can also go to MidwestBills.com. And you can reach out to her separate from me. She's in partner with me, but if anybody is like, you know what, I got all of this, I just don't know what to do with the medical billing aspect of it, reach out to her.
Okay. And I noticed on your, like your online, like the one when you just pay for the whole year, it says it comes with like a wig making kit, I think it said, or something. Mm-hmm. What's in that? What is it?
You need a wig making head, so it's a canvas head. There are caps. The three major caps that's used in the industry are dome caps, weaving caps, and there's called a ventilating cap, which is the most professional one. But you can use any of them because it all depends on the preference of your clients. There's ventilating needles that are involved in there. There's Swiss lace that's given to you so that you can make full lace units, because those are very hard to find and they're very costly. And if you have the time and the patience to learn it, you can make a good amount of money on it. What else is in there? There's shears for cutting, thinning shears, cutting shears, razors for razor cuts. Like, there's more.
So when you pay, you just ship it out to the address?
Yes. But first I contact you and be like, hey, welcome. And I was like, I need your shipping address so that I can ship it out to you, because I like for it to be, you know, everything to be recorded by text. Yeah. I know a lot of people are still very weird about that. They want to hear a voice, and I get that. But this is the way I'm going to, you hear my voice. But when it comes to money and kits and things like that, it has to be recorded. That way you can go back and say, hey, you told me that. Oh, you're right, because I see the exact same thing I sent you. So now, you know, it makes good on it. So I use text messaging as a form of contract.
Yeah. That's the only downfall with, like, in Canada, because we always pay more because our dollar's so low, right? So that's the only downfall about Canadian dollars.
It's not fair.
Well, it's just like if something's like $600 US, like in Canada, we're going to pay $900.
Okay.
So
it's a big difference.
Yeah, it is.
You could do a monthly.
But that's really because our dollars are low, right? That's the downfall of the Canadian dollar.
Do you know anything about loans and grants for businesses? Have they started doing that in Canada?
A lot of those things, unless you're like a licensed school or anything like that, people don't give you grants.
Okay. Oh, they don't?
No. Like the only thing here, they have like an OSAP loan, but it's for like college, university, stuff like that here. Other than that, there's not a lot.
That's not fair. What in the world is Canada doing? Over here in the U.S., they're just throwing money at us. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the wrong country.
Yeah, they're trying to find reasons to. It's a whole, that's politics and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Can't do much about that.
Nakia, do you have any information on that where I could research for grants or something to pay for the school?
Yeah, to pay for school. So what happens is you have two options. You can do the research. It's really simple. You can just go on Google, or you can go to, what is it, Michigan? Let me see if I can put this on the screen. That way you guys can camera shot it and all of that cool stuff. There is, okay, michiganbusiness.org. And it'll be according to, or according to your statebusiness.org. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, I got you.
But if you go to Google, Google has all the information you could think of if you just type up what you're looking for. So if you're looking for any grants or loans to help you pay for a course or start a business, that's where you would go. You would look into your own city or your own country, and that's that area, and what they might have to offer for small businesses. But here in the States, that's what they're doing right now. But in live courses under, I believe, April, May, and June, that's all we talked about.
Okay.
Business grants and loans, because they were starting to push those out. And Regina's experience with dealing with small business associations and things like that, she just started feeding that information to us. So quite a few students were able to get loans to pay for this, or they were able to write this off if they had their business already set up properly.
Okay.
So when you go into filing taxes and things like that, we go into you understanding your 1099 and all of that, W-9s, everything you need to know. We help you get through that aspect of it so that you can write these certain things off, because this is something that we're not exposed to. So those that are exposed to it, they're teaching it. We're teaching it, I'll say that. I'm exposed to it, so it's like I should be teaching it. Under Business 101, how to get started, setting up a business online. Yes, all of those videos. Setting up your business online, digital design courses, because I am a college teacher in graphic design, digital media, web design, social media marketing. That's what I do. I teach you how to do that. What's the first steps you should be looking for? And then branding and packaging, if that's something you're interested in. So, Canva Online, where is it? Setting up your business, all of it is here. Free business number, things that you can do to get around spending a lot of money when you're just starting off.
Okay. So you can pretty much do these courses at your own pace?
Exactly. It's good to go in order, but I'm not forcing you to do that, because some people come in pinpointing for specific information. They're like, no, I want to know, how do you do this? Because this I got. And they'll come back to that later if they think there's something that, oh, there's a tip they may be possibly missing. And that always happens because I do the live courses every Sunday at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens.
And for this one, do you upload it to YouTube like you did the last information session?
This one I'm not going to be uploading to YouTube. I won't be doing any more. With these informationals, I don't want to, constantly a whole bunch of them.
I know there's the one lady, like I have a lady who's trying to help me get a little bit of funding to pay for this. And if there's even like, just because she couldn't go in today, just because she only works Monday to Friday. But even if there is a link, like if you recorded it, even if I could just send it to her, because she's got to send it to her boss, just the information part of this. And if you could even just do that, I could send that to her instead of uploading it.
Everything I do is record it. So since you said ask, I guess I'll just put it on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, and I could just,
well, and the private of the questions. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking like,
because she asked me specific questions, and a lot of those I asked you directly, right? And that way I could just, everything she asked me answered today, I could just send it, and she could send it to her boss, and I could get a yay or nay, right?
Okay, yeah. So I'll do that. Thanks, Christy, for asking. I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great.
Because it's being recorded. I just was like, I don't know if I'm going to put this one on. The last one was already on, and no one even requested for it to be live. But I just want to do this more often so people can ask me questions, because I do understand you know, catching up with me is not very easy because I am so focused on making sure my students get what they need so that they can progress.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's great. You're very helpful.
Right. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
I think I'm good as well.
Good. Whenever you guys are ready, I will be here. Don't rush. Sleep on it if you have to. If you're ready, then you're ready. But just know I'm here. That's one thing you will hear when you do get in, is that I am available. It may seem like I'm not because you're not a student yet, but once you're a student, you're like, Lord Jesus, she won't leave me alone.
No, I got to you pretty easily.
Yeah. Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know some people are like, I got nobody to talk to. I'm like, you know what? If it was me on the other end, what would I like to have happen? So
I went on your Instagram and I said, I can't believe she put her phone number here.
Oh, woo, yes.
And I texted, yeah.
Because I know what it feels like to be on the other end. Like,
I really appreciated that.
Who can I talk to? I don't know who to talk to. Because
Yeah.
you have questions and they're valid. And I get it. And I'm like, let me put my butt on here.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. This was very informational.
Thank you.
Great. So I'm doing this every Sunday. So if you want to see me again at 12 o'clock next Sunday, definitely pop on in until you are comfortable and ready with me. I understand you got to get to know who you're dealing with before you start investing. But it's a good investment in yourself. Trust me. We're here for you. It's not just me. I do have other instructors, and then you guys as well as students. You're also professionals too. So you got something to share because everyone else is sharing as well. So just want you to know you're not just a student. You're a part of a community that, helps you with your business. So if you got questions and things like that, I can tell you now, Destina, she's going to answer very quickly. Regina's going to answer very quickly. Jarrell, he's going to answer very quickly. Like, these are people who are just active and they're answering questions because they know I'm so busy taking care of you guys that I may not get to them well, and they know. So that's good.
That's
you know
great.
too. All right then, ladies, I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Thank you, you ladies too. So nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Bye, Christy.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.